Hey guys, and welcome to The Bachelorette Season 14, The Men Tell All. Now, starting off, I'm actually pretty freaking excited for this episode because we get to see our man Jordan. We all missed him. Raise your hand if you missed him. Everyone raise your hand. And let me tell you, this episode did not disappoint. You see, Jordan was the focus of most of the episode, which I loved. So let's see what we got here. Okay.
Jordan!
You see the way his face just lights up whenever his name's called. So the first two parts of this episode consist of dumb montages so we can look back and remember all of these irrelevant men that were on this season and all of the irrelevant made-up drama that happened during it all. Then we have Chris and Connor having a conversation, and the entire time Jordan is blocking the view of the camera of Chris because Jordan's sitting up and Chris is leaning back.
I'm Mr. Group Date guy throughout this whole process, which is whatever.
I'm Mr. Group Date.
Yeah, there's a couple of us, but
He's just sitting there looking around, so oblivious to the fact that he's literally blocking the view of this cameraman. So Chris Harrison asks Jean Blanc about what he said to Becca about being in love with her, about falling in love with her. And then before he even gets a chance to answer the question, Colton has to chime in. This causes Jean Blanc to make a little remark at Colton about him being a child or whatever. And then Colton, you can see on his face, it takes him so long to come up with this comeback. Just watch it. You can see the wheels turning in his head, trying to calculate his next move.
Well, Chris, to answer your question, I'm not going to talk to little boys right now. To answer your question, I feel right now is a
okay, he'll take it back in 3 seconds.
3 seconds, wow, that's a lot quicker than it took you to come up with that comeback. Now Jordan, he is the entertainment of the season of, honestly, he is the best thing that has ever happened to this franchise. I will say it now and I will say it forevermore. Jordan is the best thing to happen to this entire franchise.
This house moved around me. I'm the mouse, they're the elephant. They're constantly gonna be questioning me for the next 10 years. How did this guy even exist? I've got billboards up in all their minds. We're paving highways. I'll see you guys later, all right? I should have wore a work vest here. I should have wore a work vest. If you have fun while you're dating, sometimes you're gonna put a little extra wax on the hood and slide across and go get your girl, you know?
I'll jump in.
Are you gonna fall in or jump in, David? Let's go.
I'll kind of, echo, what Colton said.
Of course you're gonna echo it.
There's...
You don't have a voice. You don't have a voice. Of course, echo. Seriously, let's go. Because I jock me. I don't have to put on a facade. I don't have to come on the stage and wear fancy, shiny black suits or anything and talk about how the obvious is what it is. I'm me. I'm unapologetically me, and I'm always gonna be me. I don't have a fear of being me because if I walked around as a hologram of a man or as a skeleton of a man, where's that gonna get me? It's certainly not gonna brand me. Come on.
That even cracked Chris Harrison up. He could not take it. Jordan is just, he is a character and we all love it. Well, we don't all love it, but the people that matter love Jordan, so that's all that matters. Nick and Jason say what I have been saying all season long about David's obsession with Jordan.
After watching the show, I thought you were there for Jordan, not Becca, because his name came out of your mouth.
Exactly. You can't play it back and say you were there.
I felt like Jordan never attacked you, David. I felt like, David, you were kind of a bully, consistently poking at Jordan. Jordan was defending himself.
Also true. Also, why does David's eyebrows up all the way around his eye? That makes me so mad, and I really just want to shave him off. Then this random guy, he's a premier banker, which means he has a real job and modeling is not a real job. I don't understand his logic. I guess in the corporate world, I guess it makes sense, but there's so many jobs in this world that are real jobs. He gets paid money. That's a job. There's no such thing as a real or fake job. Unless you're literally not getting paid, then that's a fake job. Anyways, this whole fiasco happens and it is hilarious.
I have a real job. I'm a premier banker. I have a real job.
What's going on? Are you talking to me right now? What's going on right now?
I do that as a hobby.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Your job is his hobby, is what he's saying.
Is he talking to me?
You come into the show.
You're talking to me?
Model off.
You're talking to me? This is your moment, right? This is your moment, right? Come down here.
That's my moment.
Across from me, right? You see what's going on here? You're across from me, so you're getting some camera time. Chris Harrison, camera time. Get this guy. Camera time.
No,
you're a joke. You're a joke.
Takes the notes,
Talk to you later.
Takes the jokes. Yeah.
High waters, really?
High waters.
I mean,
Exactly. We got two other guys wearing
thank you.
loafers, no socks.
This is, guys, there's not a lot of Jordans in the world. This is what happens.
Dr. Conville. Sit back. You go after Jordan. Don't come
I don't know what your name is, but it's nice to meet you.
There really is no one like Jordan.
Jordan, I'm going to give you the last word here.
Literally, listen. Okay, look. This is. I'm gonna get the last word. This is fine, okay? Camille, what's up? You.
Oh, really?
You,
Jordan,
guy with the
you
mustache.
came into the Bachelor as an Instagram follower.
Colton, you, David, you're a bitch. Nick and Connor, you're cool. Grocery store Joe, what's up?
My
I'm
dog
done. That's it. That's it. Shut the up.
Then because for some reason the Bachelor franchise loves me this season, we get more Jordan. He comes up and talks to Chris Harrison.
You know, you could literally put me in a cardboard box and I will have the best time. Not one person in this audience or in this room is more confident than I am. And that's for me to possess. And if you guys don't know what to do with it, you don't know what to do with it.
Not even Chris Harrison?
So Chris Harrison's pretty confident. I think he's. I'm looking into my future here. So if you can't be confidently yourself, then what are you doing? Typically, when someone's driving a Rolls Royce, they'll roll the window down here and there. So if I'm coming into this house being myself, I'm gonna roll the window down and show myself. I'm gonna say, hey guys, it's good to see you. So am I saying I'm a Rolls Royce? Not so much, just comparison.
And what are these guys driving?
So remember, I'm Mo and Joe. This guy in the corner's on Mo and Joe. This right here with the black tie is Mo and Joe. I'm rolling by him, rolling my window down, throwing a Slurpee at that guy, so. To you. I got grocery store Joe to laugh.
You had a problem with the chicken.
Say something. Say something.
I like him.
Chris Don.
I do. He's a good guy.
Hey, anyone that's, talking about me, I just want to say thank you. I do whatever I want. It's my cocktail party. I live in this mansion. This is my address right now, so I do what I want. If I want to eat Captain Crunch and, mix it with orange juice, I'll do whatever I want, but...
Where's the golden underwear now? Are they still in your possession?
They're on me.
Oh. You're wearing the golden underwear right now.
I am. Yeah, I am. I am.
Even I don't get paid enough for that.
Did you see Chris Harrison's face at that close-up of Jordan taking off his belt? He looks a little too excited for that. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. Most of this video is just a bunch of clips that I have compiled of Jordan being hilarious and not really a lot of commentary because I don't have a lot to comment on because I was literally laughing out loud the entire time I was watching Jordan speak. Like, in any scene, I was just dying laughing. Any other scene was pretty much irrelevant to me.
I always say it's not what a man wears, it's how a man wears it.
When in your life have you ever said that? Chris Harrison has this secret phrase that none of us ever knew about that apparently he always says. He always says it, okay? And then he gives us this first hint of something that he promised us so many times last season. Before every single commercial break, he would always say this to us. But it wasn't until close to the end of the show that he finally announced it.
We have bloopers!
We have bloopers. We got bloopers. We have it's blooper time. Bloopers. We have the bloopers. The bloopers are the bloopers of the bloopers, and we have them. We got the bloopers. We got bloopers. We got bloopers on bloopers all over the bloopers, and you will see bloopers tonight, and there will be bloopers on my bloopers whenever I blooper in my bloopers. So... Chris Harrison has a chat with Colton about his virginity and how that was a whole ordeal on the show. And then Jordan chimes in, and I see Jordan and Colton kind of make up a little bit. They kind of click with each other for a second, and that's really nice to see.
Colton, I respect you for being true to yourself. I respect that a lot. And sometimes you get called out for it. So, I see you.
Aw, so sweet. Oh, but then,
We got bloopers.
So we got bloopers. And then we hear...
It's the event of the night. Bloopers.
Bloopers! The event of the night. A 1 minute long reel of people falling down is the event of the night. If it was the event of the night, then why didn't you talk about it as much as you did last season when it wasn't even the event of the night? It was just an event of the night. Chris Harrison, you need to get your story straight. All in all, the men tell all. It was Jordan, throwing a little Colton, little grocery store Joe, little Jason, Jordan, Becca, Jordan, bloopers. So that was the episode. Probably one of my favorite episodes of this season because of how much it revolved around Jordan, and he's the only one that matters on this show. I feel bad I didn't say a lot, but really I didn't have a lot of comments. I just took clips from when Jordan was funny, and I wrote down what he said. I didn't have comments. It's just he's a true comedian. Jordan is a true comedian, and we all should want to be more like Jordan in our lives. And I mean that with all my heart. So, alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then okay. Next week we have the finale and the After the Final Rose. And then we have our Bachelor in Paradise. I'm not sure if I'm going to split up the finale with the After the Final Rose. I did that last year. I'll probably do it again this year if I have the time. I feel like I probably will. I don't know. We'll see how much I have to comment on, if it's even worth making 2 videos out of. So I'll have at least 2 videos next week. Maybe 3. I'll have Bachelor in Paradise and finale. Might separate After the Final Rose. So be looking out for 2. There might be 3. And since there's so much, it's gonna take a little longer than usual to put out the videos because the scheduling is there's just so much to do. There's so much. And I have a life. This show is not my life. So I have other things to do. So anyways, thank you again and goodbye.